Hi everyone! Yet another very anticipated kit has landed on my workbench, and that kit is of course the Junkers Ju52 and 1/72 scale from Airfix. And oh boy, am I excited about this one. Why? Well, it is actually one of my favorite planes, one that I have never built, I want to build, and it's very hard to get because the last time it was on the market it was from Airfix and it was 1964 tooling. Now this is 2026 tooling, so they made completely new tooling for this release, and I can't wait to dig into it. So this is the box. Quite standard Airfix box. You do have the overview of the liveries that you can build, some humble color guide. I'm going to get back to that in a moment, and just some warnings and disclaimers in there. So I'm going to I'm going to remove all the plastic, and we're going to have a peek on how the new tooling actually looks like and what's inside the box. And voila, with the magic of editing, here I have everything unboxed, unpacked. Everything was neatly and tightly wrapped in their own respective plastic bags, so you're not going to get the plastic like that right away. Everything is going to be protected so it doesn't scratch, which is very important, for example, with these clear pieces. And I'm going to try not to ramble and let you appreciate on how well tooled this is. Of course, we're going to see if the fit is good later on. Once we start building it, it's actually going to be going straight on my workbench for building, because I'm in the middle of projects right now and I'm really excited about this one. But from what I see, it's actually very well thought out. Sometimes you see, well, most of the older kits had like two halves of the fuselage where you put them together in the middle, and there is a noticeable seam in between. With this one, it would be very hard to get those corrugated iron details in there if you had to fill it with some putty and sand it down. You would lose all of that. So as you can see here, the seams are pretty much in the places where they make sense. So I'm going to be interesting to see how the fit looks like. So this is the first of the regular plastic sprues. Then we have one just for wings. Again, a lot of great detail. The corrugated iron is definitely going to be interesting texture to work with, whether it's going to be painting or decals. But everything seems to be very well detailed. Of course, it's 1/72 scale, so it's not going to be requiring as much detail as 1/48 scale, but you can even notice here that the distance between the seams of the corrugated iron is slightly different here and over here. I assume that's how the plane was built. Here we have some more pieces, and one thing I noticed, and I'm not really sure if that's the standard for Airfix's kit. I actually haven't built any of them yet, even though I already purchased a few that I still plan to build, but you get quite a bit of extras. So you get some cargo, let's say, that you can use either as a cargo in a plane, but also as part of the diorama if you choose to build one. Here's undercarriage sprue with all those pieces. I'm actually liking how everything is themed per sprue. Not like some other manufacturers, they have landing gear spread across all the sprues. You seem to have everything up over here, and there's one loose one that I actually lost as I was unpacking things. So this is not the manufacturer's error, this is my own error when I was unpacking. Some more small details. Here we have elevators and some other control surfaces. And the final sprue with engine cowlings and all the engine details. It seems to be very, very detailed. And you're of course getting decals for 3 different versions of the plane, all of them military transport. The decals, I believe they are from Airfix directly. They seem a little bit on the thicker side, but I'm going to pass on judgment whether these are good or not once I start building the plane, once I start applying them. One thing I sort of noticed is that they were simply just inserted in the instruction manual. I would much prefer if they were also sealed in their own bag, as for example Eduard does, but I can't have everything, so you know, that's just a minor detail. Here is the instruction manual that's actually going to walk you through it step by step, and you can download it on Airfix's website, I'm sure, if you want to really check it out, or you can visit ScaleMates. I believe they do have the downloadable PDF there with the instructions as well. One thing I'm going to mention is that the callouts for colors are usually for the Humbrals, or at least I think they are for Humbrals, but I haven't found any clear color guide of what you get outside of, you know, just the set of numbers that you get on the side of the box. And that was a bit strange because, well, when I was purchasing this kit, I was looking mostly at the instruction manual for guidance on what paints do I have to get that I don't have. I'm mostly using the Mr. Color or Tamiya, so it's sometimes hard to approximate just by the color. The color guide would be really helpful up over here, and it's not there, and I'm going to have to go in with a pen into the instruction manual and do some changes just to remind myself, like, hey, you know, this is not going to be color number 33, but I don't know, tire black. Outside of that, I think it's a really good quality instruction manual. Everything seems to be very clear. We also get the overview of the 3 liveries that we get here, and this is where you actually do get some instruction or some color guide for those liveries, for those markings. This is the one that I'm going to paint, but of course this is only for the exterior. Any interior colors that you want to paint as per the instruction manual, you'll have to get another different color guide. And you know, just these approximate to RLM65, these are really helpful and would be really helpful to have in the instruction manual too, for those who are not using just Humbrals or not used to build just Airfix's kit. And here's the last one. This one's also really interesting, but I'm going to keep that one for, I guess, next time. Or, well, I hope the next time is going to be that we're going to get some civilian schemes and markings and liveries. This plane was actually flying to Olympics. That's the one that's very, very famous. But there were some other interesting options that I'd like to see from Airfix in the future. That's not included here, but that's completely fine. I think three sets of markings are more than enough for any kit, and actually make it much easier to choose. That's something that I often struggle with Eduard kits. They offer you so much, you're struggling to choose what you actually want to build. Well, I guess that's a good marketing scheme. You're not getting any masks or any photo etch or any 3D prints in this one, and I'd love to see the masks. You know, when I look at the clear parts, it might be a bit difficult to actually paint everything, especially in this scale, properly, but you can always get the aftermarket or create your own, so it's not such a big deal. Photo etch, the same, I think. If you know how to, like, if you know how to paint, if you know how to do some of the modeling yourself, add some extra details here and there, you don't necessarily need the photo edge. And for once, I'm going to be excited to build without having to worry about bending any photo edge parts. So that's it. Anyways, that was the kit. I'm going to stop rambling now. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got a clear overview of how the kit looks like. It is going on my workbench, so you're going to see the full video of how I'm building it very soon, in about a month or so, I'd say. So if you're interested in that, subscribe. I would appreciate it. Very small channel always helps. Let me know in the comments, are you getting this kit? Are you excited about this kit? Or is this something that's completely not interesting at all? And of course, like the video, that always helps to get it out there, to get some extra reach. So that's it from me. Have a great evening, morning, whatever you're having, and take care.